Hello everyone. Welcome in online lecture series of the course Numerical Methods. So today I am going to explain the basic fundamentals of numerical methods. Basically, numerical analysis is a branch of mathematics that is concerned with the theoretical foundations of numerical algorithms for the solution of problems that arise in scientific applications. It actually covers the mathematics and the methodology that underlie the techniques for solving scientific problems. Now here question is arise, what is the need of numerical methods? So most of the physical problems cannot be solved with the help of the analytical techniques or analytical methods. So such type of problems solve with the help of the numerical methods. So numerical methods are the powerful methods that handle a large system of equations with several unknown, complicated, non-linearized problems. So first topic is numbers and their accuracy. So in this topic, first one we will discuss about the significant digits. Significant digits, if we find the number of significant digits in a given number, so in that case the most important role of the zeros. So here zeros are three types, and in that case zeros categories in the three form: first one, second one, and the third one. First one is the trapped zeros, second one is the leading zeros, and third one is the trailing zeros. So trapped zeros are always significant, leading zeros insignificant, and trailing zeros are significant. So how to use trapped zeros, leading zeros, trailing zeros when we find the number of significant digits in a given number. So here first is the zeros placed after the digits after other digits but behind a decimal point are significant. So in that case, if we taking say example 3.20, so here this zero is a trailing zeros, and trailing zeros is the significant. So in that case this number contain the three significant digits or three significant figures. Now second one, if the zeros placed before other digits are not significant, say 0.016, so here 0.00 are the leading zeros and leading zeros not significant. So in that case this number contain only two significant digits. And if we taking the another example based on the second point, say 0.00047, so here 0.000 are the leading zeros and leading zeros not considered in the significant digits, that is leading zeros are not significant. So in that case this number has only two significant digits. Now third point is zeros placed between other digits are always significant, say 1 7. So this number that is 000 are the significant, and this number has the 5 significant digits. Say 6001 has 4 significant digits. Now the fourth point is zeros at the end of a number are significant. At the end of a number are significant means if we consider example 4.780, so here 0 is this 0 is a trailing 0 and trailing 0 are significant, so in that case this number has 4 significant digits. Now next one, if we consider a example based on the accuracy of numbers, so the number of significant digits in this number, so here the number of significant digits, that is this number has the 5 significant digits or 5 significant figures. This number, because 0.00, 0.00 are the leading zeros and leading zeros are not significant, so in that case this number has the 3 significant digits. Now 59, 100.00, so 0.00 are the significant digits because these zeros are the trailing zeros and trailing zeros are significant, so in that case this number has 6 significant digits. Now 47 has only 2 significant digits. Now next is the 8200. So 8200, this number has 2 significant digits or may or may not be 3 and 4 significant digits, because 8200 written in the form of 8.2 into 10 की power 3, so in that case this number, that is 10 की power 3 or 10 की, that is 10 की power n or 10 की power minus are not significant digits, so in that case this number, that is 8.2, has 2 significant digits. Now if we write 8200 into the form of 8.20 10 की power 3, so this number, because here 0 is a trailing 0 and trailing zeros is significant, so this number has 3 significant digits. Now if we write 8200 in the form of 8.200 into 10 की power 3, then this number has 4 significant digits. Now the next point, 0.00137,000, it means 0.00 are the leading zeros, but 000 are the trailing zeros, so leading zeros are not significant and trailing zeros are significant, so in that case this number contain the 6 significant digits. Now next topic is floating point representation, that is in the computational calculations, a very small number such as the size of an electron or a very big number such as the velocity of light occurs frequently. So these numbers cannot be represented in usual manner. So if we represent such type of numbers, so we use the fixed point representation of that number or floating point representation of that number. So in the fixed point representation, all the numbers are given with a fixed number of decimal places. Say for example 92.307, 0.357, 6.000 and 3.007. So these numbers are represented or are correctly expressed up to the third decimal places. So this is the fixed point representation of a given number. Now in the floating point representation, the number of significants is kept fixed, that is significant digits are fixed in the number. So in that case, if we consider example 7.157 into 10 की power 3 and 6.719 into 10 की power minus 3. So 10 की power 3 and 10 की power minus 3 are not significant. So in that case, this number, that is 7.157 and 6.719 has the 4 significant digits. Now next is rounding off a number. So when we round off a number, so we use the 3 points, that is if we write or if we round off a number correct to say n significant digits or correct to say 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places or 4 decimal places. So when we round off a given number correct to number of significant digits or correct to number of the decimal places, so we apply the these three rules. Now first rule is if the here discard all the digits to the right of another digits, and if this discarded number is less than 5 in the n plus 1th place, so leave the nth digit unchanged. So in this way, if we consider, say if we have a number say 147.23234, and if we round off this number correct to 2 decimal places, or if we round off this number correct to 5 significant digits. So if we round off this number correct to 2 decimal places, it means 2 and 3, that is 3 at the nth place and 4 is at the n plus 1th place. So if the n plus 1th place number less than 5, so here 4 is less than 5, so in that case this number is leave unchanged. So nth digit number leave the unchanged. So the rounded off number correct to 4 decimal places is 147.23. So this is the first point. Now second point, if the discarded number greater than 5, say 147.23237. So here if we write this number correct to 2 decimal places or round off this number 5 significant digits, so 5 significant digits 1 2 3 4 5 or correct to 2 decimal places 1 2. So here 3 at the nth place and 7 at the n plus 1th place. So n plus 1th place is 7 and 7 is greater than of the 5, that is if the n plus 1th digit greater than 5, so in that case add 1 to the nth digit. So here nth digit is 3, so 3 increased by 1, so in that case this rounded number is 147.2, 3 increased by 1, so this is 4. So 147.24 is the rounded number for a given number, or this rounded number correct to 5 significant digits. Now second one, that is third case, is if the n plus 1th digit exactly 5, say if exactly 5, then increase 1 to the nth digit if it is an odd number, otherwise leave the nth digit unchanged. Say here if we consider 23.47473 now round off this number correct to 3 decimal places or round off this number correct to 5 decimal places. So correct to 3 decimal places 473. So here this 3 at the nth digit and this 5 at the n plus 1th digit. So here n plus 1th digit exactly 5. So when we round off this number correct to 3 decimal places, so this will be 23.47, and this 3 is an odd number, so this 3 increased by 1, so this will be 474. So this is the rounded off number correct to 3 significant digits or correct to 5 correct to 3 decimal places or correct to 5 significant digits. Now if we consider a number 14.465, so round off this number correct to 2 decimal places or round off this number correct to 4 significant digits. So truncate here. So in that case this is the nth digit and this is the n plus 1th digits. So n plus 1th digit is exactly 5 and nth digit is 6 and 6 is an even number. So in this case leave the nth digit unchanged, otherwise means if it is not an odd, so leave the nth digit unchanged. So the rounded of this number correct to 2 decimal places is 14.46. So this is the procedure how to round off a number correct to a number of significant digits and correct to number of decimal places. Now the chopping or truncate the truncation approximation or truncate the numbers. So in that case all the non-exact numbers can be approximate with a finite number of digits of precision in the following manners. Now first one, if n digits are used to represent a non-terminating number, then the simplest process is to cap the first n digit and chop off all the remaining digits, chop or truncate. So here if we consider the value of 22 by 7, say if we consider the 22 by 7 is 3.1415926, and if we chop or we truncate this number correct to 2 decimal places, so we write 3.14, or if we truncate this number correct to 3 decimal places, then here this one, so this will be 3.141. Now the value of under root 2 is 1.414213, and if we truncate or chop this number correct to 2 decimal places, then it will be 1.41. Now the value of e is 2.71828182. So in that case if we truncate this correct to 2 decimal places, then this will be 2.71. So the digits on the right are approximating to the exact value of the numbers on the left. So this is the procedure how to chop or truncate a given number. So this is the basic fundamental of the numerical methods. So in the next lecture I will explain the procedure of the errors. So thank you very much.